in for afternoon tea.
Hi, y'all. Be back. Before we get back into like the story, I have some commissions, the daily commissions to do first. I did one of them earlier, but then I'm not gonna do the others. Really bad at this. Can I? Hope y'all are ready for some more Genshin, though. It's been a bit since we've done it. Done it on stream, anyways. We were doing Hi-Fi Rush for a while. Yep, okay, we got noticed. That's, you know, that sounds right. I'm not good at that, that's fine. I probably haven't leveled up my character as much as I probably should have in the time. Oh, last stream did.
Witness the power of the rock. Breath of the flame. Motion to compel. Incinerate.
No, Punisher, the power of Gugwa. I believe it's, Chingsho's, it's the martial arts style that he's a part of.
Life goes on.
Ow.
Opening box of Adepti drinks.
You're gonna say it's hoopla because it's funnier and involves a. Sounds like a lot of hoopla to me. That's all that the word hoopla ever makes me think of is one of the very first episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants.
Rise.
Ah! Thank you for the bonk, Punisher.
Motion to compel.
Does remind me I need to. The authenticate tits because it keeps disconnecting.
Let's spark things up.
Keep within the wall. Boom boom.
Are you dead yet in here? I am in so much pain.
No, my sword. Go.
Ah, yes, the power of Updog.
Faster.
It's the power of trickery and deceit and ballin'. What do you mean I'm still in the middle of combat? Why are you still alive?
Motion to come.
There we go. And as always, your mission is perfectly stealthy if there's no one left alive to tell anyone that you were there. They're all dead. Who's gonna know that I wasn't stealthy? Except for all the trees. They can't tell anyone. If they do, they know what's gonna happen to them. I think I gave them a pretty clear indicator of what I can do. Did you see that tree that I was fucking with? I took it to wood.
Rain outlines your rise. Rain cutter. Incinerate. You.
You're in for
Boom.
Hey, I need you to come back up here, so that's the case. That's true, the Critical Role Sentry, he's a bro, though. He's a bro, though. He wouldn't rat me out like that. Sentry knows what's up.
Motion to compel.
Exactly. That's why I need to threaten them with physical violence.
The Keyblade.
Exactly, I use the Keyblade to threaten them with physical violence.
Come a little closer.
Wait. Wait, where's the next one? There we go.
Worthless consumer models.
I mean, they're just slimes. What do you expect? They weren't even the big ones.
Add Ash. Thank you for
Calling them worthless might be a bit much, but I won't disagree. But now the commissions are done. That's interlude. Go to Gondarville. The unexpected appearance of the Fatui Harbinger, the Doctor. Oh, that's right, the Doctor. I forgot that he showed up, asshole. I forgot. It's been a bit since we streamed this, so I'm forgetting a little bit about what was happening. Still a crap ton of Sumeru to go through. I'm slowly working on getting a new team together. Emphasis on slowly. Just not ready yet. Like, this team's fine. It works, but I want to change out a couple things.
it right there.
We can worry about that later. Okay, for a second I read his name as Trashfin instead of Tashfin. I'm like, Trashfin? That's pretty rude.
A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you all right. Take a look around. You've fallen right into our trap.
I don't know. I feel like I could probably beat the shit out of y'all real easily.
Are you mercenaries from the Corps of 30? Did you come here to arrest us?
Corps of 30? We're nothing like those government lapdogs who don't even get scraps for their work. We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of Sumeru. We're here on the orders of a client known only as the Outcast.
I feel like that's still not something you should be telling the person that you're sent to attack.
The outcast? An outcast from the academia?
Sounds like the
Why
doctor.
wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Might have an edge.
Still wasting time on idle chit-chat. We'll shut you up
I
soon.
mean, you're the ones who started talking. You should have just attacked me. Your best bet was to go after me when I didn't know you were there. You made a mistake showing your face to me.
You're up, traveler!
For a little shock. Surrender.
This is on you. Hey, thanks for running right into my thing. I really appreciate it.
Time for your arraignment! Motion to compel!
You have a good backtrack though, or background music. Ow.
Incinerate!
But I'll give you that much. You know, props for style. But you lose a few points in, you know, planning and tactics.
Life goes on.
Come a little.
Incinerate!
Oh, look, they have backup. Where were you guys a minute ago? Like, they really could have used your help.
Let me weave you a verse.
Come a little closer.
You're not doing terrible.
Outlines her.
But still, you're getting your ass kicked pretty hard here. Like, I'm not even afraid for my life. Where are the idle threats? Where's the torturous, you know, possibilities? Other words that I don't remember. No, oh my goodness, that was my friend. No, I'm gonna rip your eyeballs out. What are you guys even doing? No, come with us and no one gets hurt.
Feel my sword. Wheel of life.
To be fair, I think we're past that point.
It isn't over yet. Here comes reinforcements.
Yeah, I thought the last guy was with the reinforcements. Why are they taking turns?
Orders given. Orders received. Inadmissible evidence.
You know, maybe they have some honor. Maybe they think, ganging up on one little girl is too much. And to that I say, fuck you, bring it on.
Motion to compel. Rain outlines.
Try not to enjoy this too.
Boom!
See, there's a little bit of that banter I was looking for. It's just poorly timed. You know, it wasn't really that intimidating. No more tricks up my sleeve, you say, as I hit you with a giant lamp full of lightning.
You're in for a little.
I mean, at least you're trying. I'll give you that much.
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries are like?
Is it? I don't think we have anything to worry about then.
Yeah, looks like we'll have to keep our guards up. But this doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. He knew exactly where to set up an ambush. Did he predict that we would try to find Tainari? Going up against smart people is tough. Anyway, let's keep going.
Well, it's a good thing our enemies don't have to worry about that with Paimon. Huggy. I want to pet. Good pup. Hello, girl. Hello, hello.
Paimon, what are you two doing back here?
Oh, you know, a bit of this and that. Bit of traveling, bit of killing.
See you again. Are you doing all right? To be honest, I'm not doing too well. My Elazar has been progressing at a faster rate lately. I'm finding it harder to complete more intricate tasks.
We probably shouldn't tell her who's here. From what I recall, they have quite a history, and it's not good.
As a result, Master Tainari is taking me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow me to stay here and coordinate other people's tasks. Oh, Kale. Speaking of Tainari, did he go off on patrol? We're here to talk to him. Oh, Master Tainari? He just left the Avidia Forest a little while ago. He was headed to Party's Dia. He left? But isn't Tainari always saying that he never wants to leave the Avidia Forest? He even turned down the Sage's invitation. I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari always prioritizes his work as a forest watcher above everything. He almost never leaves his post. He left in a hurry this time, though.
In other words, he knows something's wrong.
I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. He also made sure to delegate all his tasks using a schedule.
Because of course he did.
To leave in such a hurry? I'd guess he had something urgent to take care of. Master Tainari originally studied in the Amorta Darshan of the Academia, and Partis Di is something like the Amorta's research base. Many rare shrubs and grasses have been planted there for research. I know that before he became a forest watcher, Master Tainari once spent a long time conducting research at Partis Di. A research base, huh? Gotta wonder what kind of research Tainari just decided to work on all of a sudden. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Partis Di. Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm used to living with Elazar by now. If you run into Master Tainari, please send him my regards.
We tell her to take care of herself. She's like, no, don't worry, I'm used to this terrible thing. I'm like, girl. I've been there, trust me, take care of yourself anyways.
Got it. Will do. See you later, Kale.
Oh, I don't have that teleport waypoint. Oh, but I do have this one. Well, now this is interesting. What's this? Let's check out what that is in a second. know what? I was going to continue the story, but I'm curious what this is. Uh-oh. You're not what I expected.
Motion to compel.
You, he,
Hold on, don't go flying too far. Ow.
yeah.
That hurt.
You,
There we go.
he,
Bye. Am I missing something? Oh, I am missing one. Why do I hear fight music? Oh. Oh, there's a fight happening. Who would have guessed?
yeah. Rise.
What is this? I don't think I've ever noticed this. Oh. Oh. I mean, we can just leave it be. I don't really have a problem with that. You need to go this direction. Why is everywhere in Sumeru so goddamn pretty? Catherine! Hello, my robotic buddy.
Wait, look who it is!
Wait, doesn't that mean it's Nahida?
Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you. Hey, this was supposed to be a touching reunion, but you're ruining the moment.
Yeah, but come on, you gotta make sure.
Actually, it's very smart of the Traveler to be wary of me right now. After all, the Doctor has shown that his technology can apparently even control human minds.
I forgot about that.
Plus, it's not like you could
But
have
you're
known
also
what
not
happened
human.
after we split up, and I was facing the Doctor by myself. Even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky. Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure analogy. Huh? But I wasn't trying to win your trust or anything. All I wanted was to clarify my point. Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us more about what happened. Are those poor people all right? When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the Doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, he didn't mean engraving information into their minds.
Well, then that just worries me more.
Instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. That was still within my power to fix. Luckily, I managed to finish my restorations and mind jump away from him just as he was about to capture me.
I really don't
What a
remember what the
relief.
fuck happened last
Dr.
time I
sure
played
pulled
the
out
story.
some hidden cards, but good thing we had Nahida with us. I wouldn't be relieved just yet. I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds, which means we've lost another one of our trump cards. Also, the Doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only a matter of time until he captures my consciousness inside the Akasha. Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? He's still at the academia, so it's possible he already started messing with the Akasha. Ugh. It feels like he's toying with us. What a nasty piece of work. Plus, the doctor's combat ability alone is apparently enough to make him worthy of being number 2 of the Fatui.
We shouldn't give up hope just yet. Let's try to find another way to attack this problem.
We attack it.
Actually, Nahida, how did you know we were trying to get to Party's DI? Have you been waiting for us?
Yes, I have. I can see the traveler's elemental energy, so I deduced your destination by looking at the direction you were moving in. You didn't come here for sightseeing, right? Did you find any leads?
We're looking for a scholar we know.
We're looking for someone who might have
Tainari,
leads.
the
Does that
sages
count?
once tried to reach out to him. Why don't you come inside with us and see what we can find?
Okay, let's just hope we won't get him into trouble.
He'll be fine. Probably.
Traveler? It is you!
Hypatia! That's right, she's the first one. We met her when we first got to Sumeru.
It's Hypatia!
What a
Isn't it
pleasant
triumphant when we
surprise!
first met her?
It's so nice to see the two of you again.
Who's this?
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the... what's it called? Satyavada life?
Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time. Ever since I've come here, hardly anyone has even talked to me.
That's sad and disturbing.
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Actually, for you to leave the Avidia Forest means... you're not in training anymore? Wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach Pariporna life?
What do you think?
Probably not.
My consciousness has already managed to
Oh,
make
or
contact
maybe to
with
some
the
degree.
divine.
Nahida is probably the best one to be like, wow! Wow!
You did it! Congratulations!
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long
I have a bad
last.
feeling about this.
When my consciousness made contact with the gods. What a supreme and
I think you-
unparalleled experience that was.
Yeah, I think you were just high. High as shit. And that's shivering. Maybe don't do that.
Sounds incredible!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Actually, please wait. I haven't forgotten my promise to you.
Very interested to see what Nahida has to say
Remember?
about this.
I promised to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul once I gained deeper insights. My current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine.
You can do that?
I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try, I'll do my best to protect your consciousness during the process.
I mean, if even you don't know what this is about, then I have my doubts.
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneal with me. This is still a crucial part of the ceremony.
Ah, so we still gotta get high. Is it 4:20? What time is it? No? That was over an hour ago? Damn.
We're using that incense again?
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your consciousness.
Wait, something's wrong? Something doesn't feel right? Don't do this?
Okay.
Ready?
I have a bad feeling about this.
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies.
Wanderer?
My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother.
Mm-hmm.
Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest.
I'll hate them? Nope, someone else. Who's dead?
Powerless before his mortality. He broke his promise to me.
I feel like that's not his... Okay.
Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So
Yo,
I
the
said
animation
good
on that fire,
riddance.
though.
I denounce the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
Wasn't expecting that today.
What was that?
The son of the great lords nor King Destret's
Did
consciousness.
we actually just see the Balladeer's memories? Everything matches what we know about him, but how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god.
Hypatia, what did you
Such
see?
a noble will. Such sublime emotion.
Hypatia, I think you were just high. We were connected to something.
Alas, shame. If only...
Hypatia, what did you see?
If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a...
Oh no, she saw the same thing we did.
Mortal heart. Oh, great and merciful God. Please grant me forgiveness and salvation.
Hypatia? Hypatia, are you okay? I think this is why people aren't talking to you.
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no periporno life, but rather...
You! Why are you so mean to me? Why is everyone hiding from me? I found divine wisdom. Shouldn't I receive praise and honor? Haven't I uncovered that light in the darkness?
Hypatia?
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should be.
Things won't always go
Wait.
right.
Have I already lost my mind?
At least she's a little bit self-aware. That's good. At least you know. We can help you find it. Hypatia?
My friends are my power.
Exactly, Punisher. That's what we need to do to help her.
Something isn't right.
The door to darkness?
Okay, I'm making sure that I can still see it. Nahida, do you have words? Oh, look at that. Uh-oh. Hi there. Excuse me, can you at least tell me why you're trying to fight me? I mean, luckily that's not your body. That's Catherine's body, but that's also Catherine, who's a robot. I still don't like this. Whoa, hello? What just happened? Nahida? Uh-oh. Thank you for the Pokeball, Beat Spy. What is this? Hello? Did y'all see the giant, awesome, dope-ass mecha? Was that just me?
Okay, we finally lost him. Are you okay, Nahida?
Wait, what?
Wait, no. Something feels different.
We swapped places?
You're back.
Oh, the traveler's back?
What?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was
I don't like
destroyed.
calling her a puppet. She's a mostly sentient robot. Did you miss them? Did you see them? Well, I mean, I'll call it some sort of a mecha. Scaramouche was in its head. It was dope. And we're probably gonna fight it.
After that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's body?
Yeah, she is small and adorable. Like you, but cuter.
Wait,
And more green.
where is Nahida's consciousness? Where is she now?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology. Also
not
while
food,
we were
correct.
running,
Nahida's not food. Paimon
the
is food.
consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said, "The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore. But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies."
And that's supposed to help us how?
Oh no! Nahida's trapped in the sanctuary of Surasthana for good this time. Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague.
It's in a code that only we
Oh,
know.
that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything without him knowing. She's being extra careful.
But also, once again, that was a dope-ass, sequence that I was not expecting.
Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies. Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from that alchemical divination at the Sub-Zero's festival. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria.
The moon refers to Nahida, starlight is the people of the desert, and illusions refers to the plans.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Huh. Do you think Nahida was telling us to go find help in the desert? But she isn't with us anymore. Think we'll be okay?
We're pretty powerful.
Paimon,
I think we're fine.
You said Sanctuary of Surasthana, correct? Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness who was occupying the traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Oh, right. Yes. Word of warning. Lesser Kusanali. Little girl named Nahida, actually 500 years old. Really sweet. Really nice. We like her a lot. Adorable. Also being trapped by the academia.
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit
I feel like I just
complicated,
explained it
so
pretty
it's really
succinctly.
hard for us to explain right now.
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, safe to say I have witnessed that for myself. I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side. So, I trust you.
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive about its scope and goals, so I eventually declined. All I know is that the project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
I just received some new intel.
Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body?
They're turning the Balladeer into a god. I was about to say the Ball Eater, And I'm like, I have critical role brain rot.
What?
Do you have any evidence?
A nascent god under construction. Hypatia also shows the so-called divine consciousness.
So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardis Di and began searching for a way to return her to her normal self. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at Aru village.
I have a feeling that's where we need to go next.
Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision by not accepting their invitation. The Doctor and the Balladeer.
Again, I
We
keep
have
seeing
two
Ball
Fatui
Eater.
harbingers in Sumeru. Sounds like we're in for a bad time.
It's just what my brain instantly reads.
From your description, I don't think they've completed their project. There may still be room for us to intervene. But then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Irminsul?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals.
Let's head to the desert. How about we head to the Academia and just beat the shit out of some old men?
Right.
That sounds like fun.
We've gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. How about you, Tainari? What are you going to do?
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try a few more things to help Hypatia.
If you learn anything new from her connection to this new
If
god,
you're
let us
planning
know.
to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Ribat. That'll be your fastest route. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help. May the spirit of wisdom go with you.
I mean, we would love her to, but she's kind of stuck now.
Thanks, Tainari. Hopefully Hypatia will feel better soon. We're off then.
She was traveling with us. Witness Gautamish's path after being connected to the divine consciousness. Oh, there it is. Oh good, I already have some teleport waypoints over in that direction. No, it's on the opposite side of the city. Hello, Lexus. Yes, make your food. Join us soon. Things are happening. Really things, fun things. How's Catherine? No, Catherine's fine. Well, most of Catherine's are fine. There's one Catherine that maybe isn't so fine. And it hurts. Yeah, no, there was a... I mean, you can always watch the VOD. But yeah, no, it was a lot. I'm surprised it let me go get the teleport waypoint before doing this.
We finally made it to Caravan Ribat.
I don't know if finally is the right word. It took me 10 seconds. Yeah, go ahead and do that, Lexus. We'll be here.
So, just past this wall is the desert, huh? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
We shall await your story, Alexis.
Enough gawking.
I'll hate them!
Come on, follow me.
Wow, you are curt today.
Huh?
First of all, how'd you get here? Second of all, do you gotta be rude?
Over here.
Oh, okay, off he goes.
Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
I mean, like last time we saw him, he was cool. Being a little short-tempered with us today.
What the?
Oh,
Where
that's
did
why.
she go?
Oh, he just fucking saved our asses. Well, I mean, not that we couldn't beat the shit out of him, but still.
How did we lose them? They were just here a second ago.
What's up, Lexus?
More Eremite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, Traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
Lexus,
You
I'm gonna
were
need
too
more
careless.
specificity in that question.
You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago. There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the Academia.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the Academia? Wait, don't tell Paimon that you're here to take us back on their orders.
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Academia's hit list.
What? No.
I can't say that I didn't expect it.
No. Maya, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
However, had I wished to turn you over to the Academia,
At a certain point with
don't
Lexus,
you
I just
think
kind of
we'd
ignore
already
it.
be the
And
Eremites'
be like,
honored
well,
guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer. Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be. Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting.
I don't know what I have to do about
The
the
leader
capsule.
of Ainul Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you, and upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed. And
I
you
don't
were lost
remember
in
what
thought
happened.
for quite some
Dude, that was
time.
months ago for me. You're gonna have to be more specific.
To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
Yes, I would also like to know, but I'm hiding from myself. Oh, that's right.
Alhaitham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even notices and remembers stuff like that?
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the
He
Academia
has cool
after
looking
all.
eyes.
So
To be fair, a
considering
lot of
that,
Genshin characters
it
do.
is indeed wise to keep your cards close to your chest. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Am I right?
You'll have to pry him out of my cold, dead hands.
No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my
Thank
own.
you for the bunk.
Speaking of,
Hi, Monica.
you two are
Welcome
also
back.
headed to the desert?
That's right. We have the same plan as you. But we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else. Well, would you like to head there together?
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go!
I keep forgetting that there are that there's a Paimon global emote. Y'all, it's time. We're finally into the second half of Sumeru, where we're going into the desert. she hungry, but she also the food. Paimon is the food and she eat the food. That food. Oh no, I'm not here for you. I'm here for the fairy.
Remarkable condition.
You're in for a little shock.
Incinerate!
At some point I need to get Lexus and V to help me just get a whole bunch of materials real fast. It's easier to do it as a group. Especially artifacts and boss materials. Treasure hoarders? What are they doing here?
Another test subject.
No, I don't care to fight you. I'm just like, why are y'all here in the desert? Didn't y'all be back in Leeway or something?
Time to act.
They got banished to the desert. That makes sense. And before I do that, activate. World opens itself before those with noble hearts. Christ, there's still so much left. There's so much of Sumeru. Oh, including a dendrohypostasis. It's desert time. Took us a while, but we finally got here.
Before us lies Aru
Make sure to
Village,
stay hydrated.
the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa, this landscape is really something else. What a cool place. Let's go check it out.
Ack! And that's exactly what I was waiting for. Thank you, Maya. Hydrate again. What was that? It's Sino! You know? Sino. Sino? It's Alejandro. Whatever. Do that every 5 minutes. I mean, you're free to spend your
Unless
channel
my
points
memory
as you wish,
fails
Maya.
me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Oh, Hatham. Do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions
They're
here,
having a
is it?
spat.
Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me.
I think you underestimate me, but that's fine.
Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who
You don't want to drown me?
Did you You call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
And what's he doing out? Well,
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Alhaitham, to the point of blocking an attack for him.
well.
If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him.
All
I
right.
wouldn't
First of
believe a
all,
single word
I
that
don't
comes
know
out of his
you.
mouth.
I barely know him.
I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
I don't trust him as much as you seem to think, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stand by and do
Has
nothing.
Alhaitham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Alhaitham, I saw it during our fight. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person.
Oh, he's good.
Unless...
Oops.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the Divine Knowledge Capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance.
Ooh. Sino.
Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
I think he knows that he's
I
on
should have
it.
known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two? Ugh. What should we do, Traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them.
Here's what we do, Paimon. We walk away. It's simple as that. We walk away.
Well, look at you two.
Never mind, we
acting
don't
all
walk
tough
away.
and self-righteous
Unless
over
we can
there.
take her with us.
Wait, Dia?
Never mind, we'll walk away with Dia.
Great! Finally, someone that we can trust! You gotta help us out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna start fighting again!
Thank you, Maya.
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure.
Would you like some popcorn? We can just sit on the sideline, you know, watch it like a movie.
Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other.
I love her so much.
But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like
It is,
someone's
mwah.
gonna have to beat some
Very
sense
good.
into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds.
She has a very commanding presence. We love it.
Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Never forget Monica, Lady Hot. I don't know why the subtitle got me so much. Wind. Whoosh.
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong. Is this a sandstorm? Paimon's gonna get blown away.
Paimon, just go in whatever pocket dimension you normally go to when you're not here.
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly!
Oh, it's
have to
other
take
hot lady.
cover.
One that we just haven't met yet.
Calling for us. Oh, this wind is too strong. Let's get over there.
That sounded like Candace.
Yep, that's her name. I was like, what was her name? What was her name?
Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you academia folks such hard work? Move it!
All right, stop yelling.
I know I have Sino. I don't remember if I know I don't have Dia. I don't have Alhaitham. I don't think I have Candace. No. Did I get Candace recently? Brr. We'll find out in a minute. So, y'all gonna eat this, or can I just have all of it?
Well, this is pretty awkward.
Paimon, have a fruit. Shut up.
Hey, wanna play sardines with 3 people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun.
They can hear you.
The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru village.
So, smash or pass? I think my answer is obvious.
Our savior has come at last. Nice to meet you, Candace.
Why are they all hot? Because this is Genshin. I don't think they have any other settings. I'll be honest. Genshin, I mean, to be fair, Genshin only has 2 settings. They have Kid, they have a random ass NPC, and they have Hot. The end.
There's no need to thank me.
And they have
It's only
Monster,
right to
but
help
sometimes
each other
Monster
when the
falls
weather
under one of the
gets rough.
others.
Wow, she's so gentle.
That said, their
and
body
caring,
types are still
like
very
a
limited.
Nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Perndia. Right now, my favorite people in this village.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
Paimon, someone can be both a nice older sister and also, what's the word I'm thinking of? Kinda mean? Yes, also in control of a situation.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
Dia, I love you. That was a decent attempt. Good attempt, but...
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little
you
while
have
ago,
no...
I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself.
Oh joy, grow straight up to the top.
I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
Hello, hello, quiz. Fear? We have no fear. But this right here, this is a good sign of reminder. The police are there to protect the people in power. That includes you, Sino.
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions.
So, you exiled yourself, you essentially quit your job, you're not a cop anymore. Why were you going after Alhaitham?
I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Batman, got it. Ears are a little long, you're more like Anubis Man, but, you know, same basic idea. You're also wearing a lot less clothes than Batman.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages.
Oh, rest in peace. No one heard my joke. I'll be back up in a moment. Hopefully. Ah, this one's taking longer. They've been really fast at reconnecting today. There it is. Alright, we should be back. Quiz and quiz because you got your thing in. Brian, as we disconnected, you said, "Here I am in my garage in front of my car. You know what I like more than my car? Knowledge." Well, the thing is, I didn't hear your bit message. I'm trying to read it. Here I am in my garage in front of my car. I feel like I don't get the joke. And I apologize. But I was making a joke, but Sino was saying something like, he'll take justice into his own hands, and I just called him Batman with less clothes.
Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary. Well, Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see Alhaitham as a target?
The old adverts on YouTube about the guy in front of his car? No? To be fair, I've been using ad blocker my entire online life, so...
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Alhaitham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Alhaitham?
What?
Hold on.
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
I want to say that he turned down the request, but we'll see.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
But...
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
Oh, I thought the prize was going to be a lot more grant money. Like, double your budget.
The most
If not,
enticing
maybe
offer.
triple.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information. Namely, that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ainul Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't
I mean, to be
suspect
fair,
anything.
Maya, especially depending on who was handing out the gold star stickers, I would do something for a gold star sticker. That down, writing that down. Oh wait, I already made this one. There we go. Look, when you grow, look, depending on how you're raised, sometimes a gold star is all you want and all you need.
So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the Academia. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
I mean, that is very true. He would just went off, like, we're the ones who kept following him.
True. Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Rebot as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you. I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
Hey, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. Unless you go insane in the middle of that. Hey, that rhymed. I'm gonna say that was completely intentional.
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I
Thank
are
you,
both
thank you.
distrusted by the Academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
In other words, Sino kind of attacked Alhaitham on not necessarily baseless accusations, but on partial information. Went straight into a fight.
As you wish.
And you could just...
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings.
Thank you, Candace. We appreciate you.
And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here, but then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
Well, now what?
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
Creatures? In the sandstorm? Are you sure you don't want some backup?
We're like some cheerleaders. We can do that.
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage. You needn't worry.
Yeah, just leave them to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
And she also has a moon on her head.
The wind's died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right? Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright? Maybe we should go out and check on her.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. All right, let's go. We've been here long enough, and the boys are as chatty as the floor.
They're boring! Oh my goodness, look at that. We finally made it through the cutscenes. What was I going to look at? There's Alejandro. Oh, I do have Candace. There she is. Me now having so many characters that I don't even know who all I have.
If my calculation...
If you thought we were watching them, I mean, it was a lot of cutscene. Lore drops, very important. But yes, there was quite a lot of it. Oh, hey, look, wolves.
Oh, Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized it, even the sandstorm had stopped.
Ah, here comes another wave!
Look at these. Ghosty wolves. Cool.
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger out on.
It's been quite a while since I've seen the Flame Mane in action. I'll leave these to you then.
Flame Mane, I
I'll
like
be sure
that.
to put on a good show. Let's go!
Motion to compel.
I've seen the video where someone
Rain
animated the scene.
outlines your fate.
Life goes on.
I don't think I have.
Rain cutter. Hup, you. Incinerate.
That sounds really funny though.
Breath of the flame.
Send that to me, yeah, go ahead. I'll check it out later.
Go.
Oh right, I'm bleeding. 'Cause that's what these creatures do. They inflict bleed. Which is very rude of them, honestly.
Incinerate. Come a little closer.
I'm sure taking their sweet time to die, aren't they?
Motion to compel. Here comes another wave.
Uh-oh.
When are they ever gonna let up?
A good question. You know what? We're gonna make this a little bit easier on ourselves. Now let's try that again.
Let's spark things up a little.
Hold on, I need you to come closer. Over here, please. Thank you.
Motion to compel.
Time to act. No, my sword.
Life goes on. Boom boom.
Witness the power of God.
There we go. No problem.
The creatures stopped appearing. Was that the last of them?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be safe for the time being.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
And who are you? Are you the chief whose house we just kind of were, you know, chilling out in for a couple hours?
Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children. I am the chief of Aru Village.
Ow.
Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
I was chilling with my friend Jenny at the park when a ball came out of nowhere and hit her lower leg. Yeah, it was a Genshin Impact.
A quiz!
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent.
Power of climate change. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, the
Well,
timing is weird as shit.
What is? Hi there. Hi Lexus, hi B.
Besides sandstorms, we also
Excuse me,
occasionally
you're a little
get
bit too far
earthquakes.
from me. I'm
According
trying
to
to
an
eat
investigator who
crunch
stayed in the village a while ago,
Hi.
these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
It's been a bit. How y'all doing?
I'm dying. I got a new job.
Oh, what's the new job? If you don't mind talking about it.
No, I told you guys when I got a new. I work at a grocery.
Trying to, you know, I have a bad memory.
I work at a grocery store, and for some odd reason, they trust me with their money.
Oh, that seems like an issue.
I applied for just like a regular customer service position, and they gave me an office job. Okay.
You know what? That works. I'll take an office job at this point.
I am hungry. I am dying. And you know, you were begging for the Rift Hounds to get in Lisa's circle. Do you know who could help with that?
Who?
Kazuha.
Yeah, I don't have Kazuha.
You could in a couple days. Just saying.
I'd have to, well, I'd have to A, get a lot more primos, and B, win a 50-50. Which I'm currently...
Who was your last 5-star on the event banner?
I got both Sino and Shinha. By winning their 50-50.
When did you pull for Sino?
Did you not see when I posted about it? It was a while. Last time Sino was there, I got it at... Hold on, let me pull...
Sino when I couldn't last time and I was mad.
Okay, hold on. I need to turn B down.
Also, I just woke up. I didn't mean to fall asleep.
No, you're good. Welcome to the waking world. It's... I mean, it's here. One thing real fast.
Also, like, 3 Genshin actors are also streaming right now from what I can see, so this
That's
is
really
entertaining.
Yeah, I got Sino at 41 and Shinha at 23 somehow. Oh, and Yellen at 71.
I'm so mad about that.
Well, but now I'm currently at 61, going for Yoimiya, because I already have Yai.
Got
And
my
I'm also-
Yoimiya finally.
I'm sad because her quest made me want her, but then they decided, oh, we're gonna put Kazuha next, so I gotta skip that because I'm not spending any money. And I would have had more stuff, but instead the game was just like, oh, you want Kaveh? Here, have Mona. Hey, have Baiju in the next temple too.
I spent $80 trying to get Kaveh.
The most I do is be like, oh, it's time for the Blessing of the Vulcan Moon to re-up.
Yeah, I don't have money to spend to get that right now.
That's the thing. That's the only thing I get, because it's $5. The end.
Everything
so
in the
the
natural
fun thing
world is
is
inextricably
that
connected to Irminsul.
the Welkin is stackable.
These regional symptoms
Yes, it is. So you can buy them all at once, but...
What do you call Egyptian glyphs
That's
that
what I
show
usually
disinterest?
Most of the money that I
Hieroglyphics.
spent on Kaveh went directly into Welkin for a couple months.
See, that's why I get Welkin. It's like, I'm currently at like 5 days left. I need to renew it soon.
Like, I specifically saved 20 pulls because I'm just like, okay, let me I was like, okay, that should be enough to get Kavi in. Do the first pull. Mona shows up. I'm like, okay, then okay, maybe he'll come in the next one.
Oh,
So the
I did
next
get
Kave, Baishu comes up, and I'm just like, where's Kave? And so I had to keep doing the event to at least try and get one of them.
Quiz, that's really funny.
I just wanted my pretty architect boyfriend, and he didn't want home.
Quiz, you're fine. I'll read it out for you.
But at least like before the banner ended, I got C1, so I can deal with that for right now.
Quiz says, what do you call Egyptian glyphs that show disinterest? Hieroglyphics. Punisher says, what kind of art does a boxer get into? Painting.
I get enough of this from Sayu streams.
Guys,
I don't
please.
need this anymore.
If we're being blessed by Sino right now, we need to up the game on these puns.
Look, the problem is they do puns, I mean, so often, we just use them all.
You guys got this.
Everyone in Aru Village needs to take good care of themselves. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
You're welcome, Quiz.
Village keeper? Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
Oh no. You just activated Quiz.
Does your curiosity know no bounds?
Oh,
Village Keeper is how Aru Village refers to mad scholars exiled here by the academia.
And how are we supposed to know that, Sino? We just
got here. Am I allowed to send you absolute filth?
Wait, what? Sorry, my like spaced out.
Am I allowed to send you absolute filth?
Yeah.
Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest. The academia believes that their crazed mutterings
Do you want
may
to
have a
spoil
negative
it or
effect
no?
on the psyches of other scholars.
In what way?
They're forcibly exiled to the desert. Though if you ask me, it's all a boatload of nonsense.
Oh, Discord is like cutting out, so I can barely hear.
Well, at least for Lexus, it was cutting out a little bit, yeah.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. But no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around the village for the next few days, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye out for them.
Can you guys hear me? Oh no. Oh shit.
Now I can hear you.
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate your guilt and atone for your past sins? I'm fascinated by how you think.
My new sweater had a lot of static, so I returned it. The company gave me a new one free of charge.
I appreciate this very much.
Oh god.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my position.
I think Lexus is dying a little bit.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra.
Insight just a little bit.
You must be an expert in
You wouldn't
these
believe the
kinds
things
of
I've gotten into the past couple
Thank you
weeks.
for your
All
help.
of them are painfully thirsty.
Keep talking when there's dialogue happening on screen, so it's hard to hear you.
Hmm?
You keep talking at the same time as dialogue's happening in the game, so it's hard to hear you sometimes.
I can't hear it.
What do you mean you can't hear it? You should be able to hear
I
it.
can't hear the game, Lottie. No?
I saw a
hear
sheep
you.
driving a car in a swimsuit. Yeah, it was a lamb bikini.
But no, it's being sent. Oh, let me check real fast. Did you hear that just a second ago?
No, I did not.
I hear every now and then, but half the time I don't.
See if you hear this.
I saw a sheep driving a car in a swimsuit. Yeah, it was a lamb bikini.
Did you hear that?
Nope.
What do you mean you didn't hear that? I'm sending that to you.
I ain't nothing.
Should be able to. Oh wait, no, that was the wrong one.
Reading.
1 second.
Hmm?
What the fuck am I reading?
What are you reading? That's what I'm trying to find
I
out.
have had some. I've had some fun on a phone app the past couple days.
Ow.
Okay, I heard that.
100 years ago, everyone owned horses and only the rich had cars. Now everyone owns a car and the rich own horses. How's the stables have turned?
Jesus.
Oh, but here's the one that you missed before then, now that you guys can actually hear it.
I saw a sheep driving a car in a swimsuit. Yeah, it was a lamb bikini.
And Pun says, an alchemist was being knighted for his miraculous work in dissection and bloodletting. His name was now Sir Jin.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. First they lose their sanity, now this! We need to help get them back home, safe and sound. But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates.
But are you hearing the game now?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Just
good.
fine now,
Let's
yeah.
start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
I mean, that makes sense to me, Punisher. A lot of alcohol back in the day was made by monks.
That reminds me, I was supposed to meet Alejandro at MTech this year.
Hmm?
He didn't show up.
Aww.
Like, we were half an hour away from the hotel when I looked at the Twitter. It's like, hey, he's not coming. He caught a
That's
cold.
unfortunate.
I bought a really obscure manga for him to sign.
Although I've sent myself into exile,
maybe one day,
I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation?
Ow.
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins.
What did the surgeon
in a
say to the
strange
patient who insisted on sewing up his own incision? Suture self.
The academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru village.
All of these are coming just in
serious
time because
phenomenon
we
exists
just went through Trauma Central on another channel.
In the background.
What was that?
It's that these came just in time since we had just gone on another channel. We had just gone through Trauma Center.
What's Trauma Center?
Whenever they get us a new Trauma Center, then I'll be happy. I miss that series so much.
First arrive, they are as incoherent and
We still gotta play
deranged as
Holiday
before.
Star. So
Oh, we do still need to play Holiday Star. Maybe we'll do that
spending
after
some
we
time
catch up on Genshin.
They invariably begin to calm down.
Good luck on that one.
What do you mean, good luck on that one?
I mean, we got a lot.
Or okay,
My
or
dear
just at a
sister,
certain
you
point, like we did with
actually have
Hi-Fi
the time
Rush.
and energy.
Go. What was it? Lexus, you were saying something?
Okay. If you decide that you have the time and energy, let me know.
Okay.
If you decide the time and energy, sit through this game and the stuff that you haven't done yet, let me know.
I mean, I'm only talking about the main story on stream. But also, we just do what we did for Hi-Fi Rush, and at a certain point, we're just like, let's do something else for a bit.
Initially,
you finished.
The people of Aru village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that.
I changed all my passwords to Kenny. Now all I have is Kenny logins.
Aru village was struck by the
I don't get that
strongest
one.
earthquake in
I
living
think that's a
memory.
name. I think that's a person's name, but I don't know who.
Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him. The then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety.
I'm sorry, Quiz. That one flew over the head of us uncultured swine.
He noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night.
Look, Quiz, I feel like I've told you this before. If it comes to music, I'm not gonna get the reference. Unless it's, like, very specific stuff. Also, I've never watched Archer Pun, so good luck.
Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright.
Actually, didn't realize Kenny Loggins did Highway to the Dinner Zone.
Reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt. After that, the people of Aru village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
The soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru village?
Guess you're just out of tune with my musical puns.
Correct.
Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
You also did Footloose?
If you were able to draw a conclusion
I'll accept
from
this
this
information
one
as
story
truth.
alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story?
Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Really? Lesser Lord Kusanali.
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you.
I keep getting hit in the head with bits.
I'm just struck by
Thank
your
you.
reasoning.
A mad scientist I know was trying to cross dogs with fruit. He gave us all melancholy.
You stole that one from the Discord. I saw that one this morning. You can't sneak past me. Who was it? You stole that from Oka. Wait, what? You didn't steal that from Oka? What do you mean you didn't steal that one from Oka? Oka did that in the memes channel because of Melon. I thought first because it's almost the exact same joke. It's almost the exact same joke.
Lesser Lord Kusanali.
There really is only one fucking brain cell among all of us.
Is she really active in Sumeru?
I used to be a part of the Gelato Gazette. Unfortunately, my cold scoops were too hot and got me fired.
Oh my god.
The academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well.
I mean, it's kind of hard to have any
existed.
deeds to do when you're locked up in a, when you're just locked up here for 500 years.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... how should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise. Even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth.
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Or at least think that we did, but
How can this
whatever.
be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Sort of.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation.
She's been there. She's just been locked away.
But easier said than done.
When she woke up, she was riding in a flower carriage.
No!
Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
Oh, that's right. You guys both missed the whole Skarmish's like history animation thing that I was not expecting. It was very cool.
Oh no, we didn't.
I actually
miss
forgot
it.
about that. I
You missed it
forgot
from
about
me.
that.
From
We didn't miss it. We've known for a while.
I meant you missed
Yeah,
it when I
oh,
watched
right.
it.
I honestly completely forgot about that scene.
I wasn't expecting it. It was really
I
cool.
also wanted to see you meet a certain doctor, but I also missed that.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa? Huh? Who are you?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
Wait, did that happen? Oh, yeah, that did happen.
My name is
I don't know
Yusa.
why the sequence of events for this part always just end up confusing me, but that's also
I mean, to be
probably
fair, we haven't played the story of this thing in months because we were doing Hi-Fi Rush for a while.
Is
Yeah,
your grandpa a mad scholar?
I don't know why it's like specifically Sumeru. The like the sequence of events
You
just end up
son of a
confusing me.
bitch!
To be fair, a lot happened.
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
I like this kid.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family.
I know, people can get married, people can have kids. Have you not had this talk?
I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you.
But Sino's adopted.
I swear.
My aunt used to be a Kevin Bacon fan, until she kicked too hard and became footloose.
That one I got.
At a couples counseling meeting, the speaker mentioned that couples are so disconnected that 85% of husbands don't know their wives' favorite flower. My dad leaned over to my mum and whispered, "It's self-raising, isn't it?"
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I
don't know.
planning to
Hey,
go
Rico,
out
what's
and
your
take
favorite
care of
flower?
whoever it was.
I don't know if I have one.
But I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
Does this mean you'll be content with whatever I give you?
It depends.
What's the correct answer? It's like a mix of self-rising and all-purpose.
Kid, all he wants is to find his grandpa. Let's find a way to help him.
See you later, quiz. Thank you for the bits and the puns. Hope work doesn't suck ass.
Sorry, I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
All right. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
Who needs stairs? Stairs are for chumps.
Especially when you have Wanderer. I've not used stairs in a while. Or even Kirara, both of them.
Is this what all the Matra are like?
Doesn't Kazuha also scale his like big old jump?
He's more useful on walls.
Yeah.
Ah, you're back already.
I have to pray I win my 50-50. But I've been burned too many times.
Good luck with your 50-50.
I have no faith.
Also, wish me luck
I
for my
have no
50-50
faith.
in Star Rail so I can get Silver Wolf.
Me but for Luocha, and I know I'm gonna lose it, and it's going to be Himiko again.
I mean, I'm still at the beginning, so I still have a lot of Stellar Jade to get. But
At least give me Japard, you cowards.
Do you know a boy by
I
the name
missed
of
my
Isak?
chance for Jin Yuan, and I'm mad about it.
For what?
For Jin Yuan, I had to skip him because I need the healer.
I only just started. I don't have an abundance character. That's dangerous.
I mean, you get Natasha for free.
That's true, but I'm still on Jarl 6. 4? Whatever.
Yeah, you
so early.
get her. Yeah, you get her free like in the middle of
I
that.
had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
But I'm bilulous. I need another healer.
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance.
I met a luchador spider named Alan the other day. He's told me his ring name was Triumphant.
I hate that.
So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars, and accompanied Isak until he fell asleep. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. However, even so,
oh, that must have been Nahida who
Grandpa
taught him the
retained
name
his
of the
calm
stars.
expression. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world, almost as if he were sleepwalking. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace and would follow him all the time, asking him things like,
This is
Grandpa,
a really sad
want
story.
me to take you somewhere fun, or
Welcome to Sumeru. It's also depression.
tell me
That's true.
stories about the stars again.
All this
Looking
somehow
at
just
the,
makes
like...
Paimon feel really sad. It seems like they both deserve so much better.
Looking at the requests and story things in Inazuma compared to
Lexus,
Liyue
you're
and
cutting out, so.
that, everyone... Never mind then.
No, go
Never
back.
mind then. Nope, carry on.
Perhaps
You don't have
I'm
to
just gonna
stop.
stay over here beating up child.
Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so, we must
I
still
was gonna say,
continue
before we
on with
had
our
depression
lives.
in war, here we got depression in... If I had a joke, then I was
In
going to say...
childhood?
Yeah, and then Fontaine, we're gonna have depression in the courtroom, and that's just Ace Attorney.
Yay! I love Ace Attorney. I think Pride Run would be the time you learn to love the bursting rainbow in your mouth. I'm not sure.
I feel like I need an adult after that one.
I actually don't remember the last time I had Skittles.
I don't know. It's been a long time since I had Skittles. Like, they were never my favorite. I didn't have
I
them.
don't think Skittles after that one band.
I must continue to protect this land.
Sorry, you're saying something?
Like sour Skittles, maybe?
Ooh, sour Skittles sounds good. Lucid Grandpa was probably Nahida, so he must have sued the other math scholars as well. A lot of the drink mixture called Rainbow Burst, and it tastes like Skittles. Oh, that's right, you were telling me about that earlier this week. A drink that tastes like Skittles. I don't know if I would like that.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate God watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing. As long as Esau keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Sino.
For 24 bucks? How much did you get out of it for $24? You better be getting like gallons and gallons and gallons out of that.
Oh, it's you guys. We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa. Really? Wow, thank you so much. Yeah.
All right. Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
$30 servings, but it's also good for a fair amount of... How much is a serving, though, in this context?
For a drink, normally it's either like 8 or 12 ounces.
Well, yeah, normally it'd be like a cup or two, but that's not it. What am I doing? I was going to do something, and now I don't remember what. I think we're fine. Moving on.
the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers? Oh, let me think. When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
Here's an idea. Let's go find the village keepers that are still in the village and see what they either have to say or see what happens to them. One scoop is 5 grams, and there's 150 grams in it. I guess you put it into water. It's a drink mix. So I don't know, and no sugar. I mean that's a plus. Oh, this does remind me though that now that you're both here, at some point, maybe on the stream because it's the easiest time to get us together, I need it much easier to get artifacts and boss materials as a group.
Yeah, I can do that.
The scholars
Not
that
today,
have gone
but
missing.
some other time.
Have you seen them?
Because I want to get a new team together.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a
I said
real
that before
man.
Inazuma hits, and I'm still relying solely on Kazuha.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the
Some days I gotta set myself on a schedule just so I can get some certain things
It's been a
done.
few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Wait, hold on. It's better than gamer subs with their guacamole gamer farts 3000 or anime girl thighs. And those are real flavors.
Right.
Yeah, okay. That tracks.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right? He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that?
Yes and no?
Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Not unless you had an Akasha terminal.
Thank you.
Still doesn't tell us anything helpful though. Not. What else we got? What about you? Do you have words that might help? Your name is...
Sir,
Okay.
have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them.
I feel really bad for these scholars.
And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. That might explain why she's always mad at me.
I'm sorry about your marital problems. Can we get back to the story of the missing person?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. You're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
Yeah.
That's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you.
I like this man. He's a good man.
I've known you since you were very young. So as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by anytime.
I like the people of this village so far.
Wow, what
Village is pretty chill.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Except for some of the people that are like, oh, they're still terrified of the scholars. I'm just like...
Don't say anything.
I mean, it makes
It
sense
does.
just because of
sad.
how things are run over there.
Yeah.
Because the true evil here is academics.
Isak.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Stay
academia
here.
is always the problem. Well, and capitalism.
University.
Yay! Sorry, I'm having flashbacks. Okay.
Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
King Deshret and the Three Magi?
I will actually tell you, I do not remember
Oh.
half of what happened in this part because I think this is the part where I don't know why, but this one specifically, I don't remember a lot of. I remember before and after it.
Well, then let's
The
see what
domain
happens.
you're about to go
Listen,
into,
see if you can make out what they're saying.
that was... I enjoyed that.
You enjoyed this?
I enjoyed it immensely.
All right.
I don't even remember. I don't remember what
King
happens
Deshret,
here.
the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. King Deshret is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never
Every time
believed in
I
any other
think about
gods.
what I was like, oh, well, I think that was part of it. I'm like, no, that was Golden Slumber.
Oh, that reminds me. I just finished the Golden Slumber.
You did.
Oof, Punisher. I'm
Oh,
sorry to hear
once you
that.
get through the rest of it.
You'd think that games like Fire Emblem would tell me not to get emotionally attached to Dad.
I still need to finish Fire
No,
Emblem
just
Engage.
wait till you get.
know that, but
Just wait till you get to the follow-ups.
Still,
It
you
gets
say
worse.
coming back, but
I'm incredibly lost.
it sure doesn't feel like
Don't
life's
worry about
to
it.
change around here.
Just know that whenever you
anytime
guys
soon.
get to those
What's
certain
your
parts of the
proof?
quest, I'm gonna need y'all to for an achievement.
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of King Deshret's civilization in ancient times.
Actually, for 2
Don't
achievements,
I
because
already
there's
have that
another.
achievement.
But it
There's
seems like
there's another
some
one
sort of
just like that
connection
in
between
the
insanity
new
and King
area
Deshret.
where you need 2 people.
Punisher, I think it was Dad's, not Dad Ass, but you know I could be wrong. We need to protect
No,
Dad Ass as well.
dads. You guys don't understand. Unlike a good chunk of people on the internet, I love dads. They are the most wonderful people on this planet, or at least the ones that I've experienced. And my heart is completely shattered into pieces on the middle of my hardwood floor.
There's a reason why daddy issues is a trope.
He didn't do anything wrong.
That's why I said, just wait until you get to the rest of the follow-ups after that
Isn't it a
quest.
sign
It
of
gets
King Deshret's
worse.
power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for King Deshret's resurrection.
I'm not a fan of human sacrifice, my dude.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
I have a bad feeling.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
I know you heard the whole thing, but that's fine.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
Oh, I've been standing right over there for like the past 5 minutes.
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Sino. You don't need to hurt anyone.
Yeah, bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about King Deshret's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear and that King Deshret will return to this land. I'm not making this up, I swear!
Hey, go on. Keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life.
Oh, and so we're sacrificing those poor scholars who have done nothing wrong.
Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for King Deshret's speedy return. Delavar also said that once King Deshret returns to our side,
It's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under King Deshret and fight for a share of the glory.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Got it. At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
Boy, they sure made up a whole lot of fear about Sino. Well, he showed a pretty terrifying sight.
Deshret, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he
To
probably
be fair,
hasn't been
Sano is
around
that
the
person like,
village.
if you don't know
What about
him
you, man?
and you do something,
you seen him at
there's a
all?
good chance you might die. If you do know him, you're gonna have to deal with his jokes.
Death or bad dad jokes? That's a tough call.
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking, and many others to stop you from sending warning messages. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
Damn it, not the Sino-thirst coming back.
Sino is pretty terrifying.
Not
You know
again.
What happened?
That's fair. That's very fair.
Not again.
What happened?
I'm not prepared. I'm already obsessed with a certain doctor currently.
I mean,
everything is just wrong right now.
Let's say which doctor. There's a lot of doctors.
The one you met earlier.
Yes, the one who likes human experimentation.
Baizu?
Especially on small children.
Hey, hold. Hey, you want to try that again?
I didn't
You
know.
know what he
try
did.
that again?
You know what he did to Kale.
Oh, that doctor.
You're gonna blame
The doctor.
Baiju?
What? Oh, I thought you were talking about the Torre.
Yes. But no,
You
Rika's
said you
blaming
met
Baiju.
No,
because you said you met him already. We're both thinking about the Torre.
No.
Yes.
You said,
She can't be in this cutscene without having met the Torre yet.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. You said a doctor I've met. I thought you would be obsessed more with Baizu than that guy, because that was all the information you gave me at that moment was doctor I've met before. I'm like, that still covers a lot of people.
I'm trying to be respectful of Baiju's body and his personal space. The Torre, though, there's absolutely nothing respectful happening there.
I don't think he's respectful of anyone or anything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We
he's
do
really
have some of us do believe that he's like fairly decent with the banker in the Fatui Harbor. So there might be one person. He's got to respect the people he regularly works with.
Respectfully talking shit, exactly.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard
He has
just
very
now
good
seems
hearing.
like a strong
I think
lead,
those ears on top of his head are
but
not
we
for
need
show.
to check a few more places.
No, they really are.
I know they are, Alexis. That's part of the joke.
Very well.
Because he just has really good hearing.
I hope he's got really good sound
I'm
nose.
here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
Join the Eremites and
Oh, well, that's happened. So the stupid thing I want to tell you that happened at work, and this happened as soon as I got to work. One of my coworkers is like, "Hey, can you help me with a thing? There's a child."
I know that's why I paused it real fast.
So she's like, "Can you help me with a thing?" And then there's this lady here who's going on about how the turkey breast that she bought, it's not ringing up at the price that it should, right? Admittedly, she was right. The person who did the barcode for the turkey breast in the deli, they did it wrong. So it was $1 more expensive than what it should have been, right?
Okay.
But I've never had to like adjust the price for anything yet. So I'm over here trying to figure out how to do it, right? And as I actually make the move to attempt to change the price, she looks at me and she goes, "You know what? I don't even want it anymore. Keep it." And then she walks out the door, right?
Okay.
Couple hours later, my store manager he's next to me. He's like, "Hey, do you know what happened this morning?" And I tell him what happened. He's like, "Okay, she made it sound like you were just completely unwilling to actually do it." Honestly, it looked a little bit. I've never changed. I've never like overridden any of the prices
Mm-hmm.
before. And he's like, "That's fine. That's fine. So I'm not in trouble." But he also finds it dumb that somebody was upset over $1.50 difference.
Every
Fun
now and
times in
then,
customer service.
he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
I like this kid. This poor kid. He's lived a hard life.
I don't know why, like, the second you said that, oh, there's a kid, I just had flashbacks to that night I had last week.
What happened last week?
That was some days. I told you about the kid.
Oh, yeah, about the kid. You did tell me about that.
Wondering
Weird
what the
story.
hell's going on? We just heard a doorbell, and then I'm like, I don't know who. Then my dad's like, "Are you all expecting anyone?" I'm like, "No." And then he looks outside. He's like, "Why is there a baby on the front porch?" I'm like, "What's going on?" It's like it's 11 at night. What the fuck is going? And I look up. There's a fucking baby standing on our porch.
Like, when you say baby.
Like, maybe, like, at least like a year old or something.
Okay, that's very young. That's a baby.
Yeah, I couldn't even talk.
Somehow they were standing.
It
No,
could
they
talk.
walked. So
It could unlock the door and walk out, but it couldn't talk.
Nope. And
kids
it's the
these
fact that
days.
they're like a few houses down. The fact that they walked up the hill and then walked into our driveway, into our front yard, came onto our porch, and the way our front porch is, there's a let or like we have like two windows on the sides of our front door, and the doorbell is like on one of those sides, and there's a like they smart enough to stand up on that ledge and come and just keep repeatedly pressing on the doorbell. Like, the most I can guess is probably that the dog led the kid over there because we saw the dog, like, earlier, like, I think, like, a day before. And it had, like, run into our yard.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not a sight you expect to see just randomly in the middle of the night.
It's not.
Also, your dad saying to you, of all people, "Are you expecting someone?"
No, he was talking. I think he was talking to my mom, but she was.
Okay,
she was
that
like,
makes more
passed out
sense.
asleep. She was like asleep. I had to go wake her up.
That makes more sense.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before. But are you okay? Are you getting dizzy or need to lie down?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
That's true. You got the dog. You got the nose of a dog.
A certain traveler here once passed out.
You got that dog in him.
Thankfully, Tynari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture.
I think he got that dog out of him. Look at his head.
Are you calling my barefoot king a bitch?
Tynari.
I mean,
I trusted you.
he didn't come home.
I wasn't saying that.
He didn't come home to you.
He didn't come home, so I'm calling him and D-Look a bitch.
I still want my Dilu.
Take mine. He's C3. I don't want him.
It's been 2 years. I still don't have D-Luke. He's
Well,
the
he's not a
only.
standard
He's the only standard. He's ignoring Dea because Dea's brand new. D-Luke is the only one I do not have. And if I get Dea before I get D-Luke, I'ma burn down. I can't say that. I live. There are 2 different units on the other side of me. I'm gonna fight something.
I still don't have Dea or Tynari, and I keep getting D-Luke like I want him, and I don't.
No.
I'm gonna see one Tynari, and I love him so much.
Did you
I
first
want
encounter
at
the
least
scent
I
at
want
Tainari's
at
house?
least C0. Please tell me why I have fucking C3
In the
Diluc and I only just got C1
From
Chi-Chi.
the scholar.
And my
Sorry.
only Chi-Chis that I've gotten were both on standard banner.
All that was happening, I'm just talking to Sino. House?
And
Grandpa,
even
you
then,
live
also, like, why couldn't I lose the 50-50 to fucking Tainaria Dead? I lose to Mona. Again, like, it's always just Diluc and Mona.
Meanwhile, the 5 stars that I currently have, I have met C1 Chi-Chi, and then I also have Diluc, Yaimiku, Yelton, Sino, and Shinha.
Ew,
So 3
Miko.
standards and 4 character events.
If Kazuha wasn't fucking next, I would have gone in for Miko cons. I would have done it.
All these 5 stars, and yet all I want is my Kave.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Just one Kave. That's all I ask.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here, from the size and shape. They belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant. The footprints
The one
head
thing
in
I
that
can live
direction.
with, I'm finally caught up. I have every single 4-star now. I'm completely fine on that front.
Hey, congratulations.
I finally got Candace after all this time.
Oh, I have Candace.
He doesn't have any
Yeah, I didn't get her until just, like, this past bit. I got... Because I think... Wait, I know I posted the poll I got where I...
Got 3
It's
of
like
them,
I got...
yes.
Yeah, I got 3 of them and no coffee in that one poll.
Spent $80 on Kave, came out with a C6 Candace. And a C6 Fischl. She was like C4 before, but still.
Yeah, because like it was in one poll. I got Baiju, Fischl, Candace, and no coffee.
Me over
All I
here
wanted was a pretty architect. That's all I wanted.
Look, I got my C1 before the banner ended, so I'm like, I can live with that. The rest of them will just come later.
Congrats!
Since the
I have a
smell
C
supposedly
nothing.
helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge, even
I
deep
have no
within the clutches
Cs.
of madness. They still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days.
Me just over here being like,
will
oh,
follow
look,
the
cool, I got
scent
this one.
whenever it
I got
presents
this one, I'm going for
itself.
this one, blah, blah, blah. Like, cool. I have no hopes
I
and
just
no
can't
dreams.
get... It's like both Star Rail and Genshin have fucked me over because of early 5 stars. I would have had more saved up in Star Rail if I didn't get Sela fucking 36 pity. I would have had more pulls here if I didn't get Baiju and Mona back to back.
Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
So for a purple deck, you have 2 toddlers as tamers. Their ability to add 1 Digimon. Not for cards in your deck if they have the trait. Kids be summoning demon lords? I mean, kids be summoning demon lords all the time. That's normal. Right?
What is this, Black Butler?
Maybe. No, it's Digimon. So, you know, similar.
It's highly likely.
Not exactly the same, but pretty close.
Please, you have to save my grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong. Please help him.
Grandpa's never done anything wrong in his entire life.
We'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Except try to challenge the academia.
That's not wrong. That's absolutely not wrong.
That's morally correct.
It's always morally correct to challenge those in authority.
After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
It's always morally correct to challenge racist universities.
That too. If I can get this teleport waypoint before we go back.
So I will say, like, despite not planning for him, I will say, I don't know why, just the most fun thing about running around with Baiju is just picking up shit and healing. I don't know why. It amuses my tiny brain. Just like, oh, I don't have, I have a little bit of husband. I'm gonna go pick up a mushroom.
Imagine you're walking around with your caretaker and he picks a flower and then he gives it to you and then you immediately put it in your mouth.
Right.
Basically.
The darker fabric.
I've seen that happen before.
Better.
The kids can summon a woman who's a wizard, three musketeer, and only wears tight leather pants and a jacket showing midriff and underboob? Bless?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, the toddlers don't care about all this, but I do.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Can the toddlers teach me how these summoning techniques?
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
I mean, that sounds like a normal SMT day.
That's also fair.
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
The toddlers only care about her guns that shoot bullets with faces on them? I mean, I also care about that. That also sounds cool.
God, I was gonna talk about something else, but technically that's leaks. But... I said I was gonna not technically talk about it. It's technically leaks. I'm pretty sure that person got fired.
Oof. I mean, we're not showing anything.
I'm so happy.
Oh, Bielstarmon? Oh, that makes sense. That's what I was thinking. It might have been. No, Bielstarmon? Yeah, that sounds right.
Reasonably.
I'll hate them didn't go with you?
We haven't seen I'll Hate Them in a while.
Expecting I'll hate them to go with us.
We were just with him!
No, he was with us at the village chief's house, then we separated and we haven't seen him since.
Did you find out
He's doing I'll hate them things.
Ew, I'll hate them things.
I see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
The resurrection of King Deshret? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here.
In other words, they're here for a reason.
Not to mention making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Did I tell you guys about the lime?
About the what?
The lime.
The lime?
Okay,
Like
hear
the
me out for a
fruit?
second. Yes. Hear me out for a second. I have a very mild form of synesthesia, right?
Okay.
Normally, it's just sound and color. But the first time I actually sat down and played and listened to Daya talk, I'm like, why does your voice taste like lime? And that's been a consistent thing the entire time, right? Daya tastes like lime.
Okay.
I saw an ad for Honkai Star Rail.
Okay.
And apparently, who's the blonde kid who keeps running around with Jingyuan?
Yangting is voiced by the same person.
Isn't it? Yeah, so I hear him, right? And I'm like, and this is before I found out who his actress was. But I'm like, why do you taste like orange? This is weird.
Makes sense.
So quite clearly, these two characters taste like something different, right?
Okay.
See a video on Twitter from the actual actress. Daya tastes like lime. Yanqing tastes like orange. Why does she taste like a Hershey bar?
With like chocolate?
Someone please tell me why.
Because the ability to alter your vocal your vocal quality from voice acting?
Search for leads there?
Why is she the only one that gives me a flavor?
I don't know how your brain works.
If it was
And I mean that
any
literally,
other
like not
day,
even
that
in a
would
I
rude
wasn't
way.
prepared for this.
But today,
The brain's
you've
weird.
got me on your
I
team,
know.
so you get an extra tip. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know.
Especially because, yeah, she does Yangting at a very higher pitch.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Enger, the wide-eyed butcher,
I'm
and
just happy
Jabari,
Sayu and
the
Monarch are
duck-tailed
finally getting the
thief.
thing, because I know he had brought it up at one point. It's like, you know,
hold up. Jabari? Jabari, the ducktail bearded crook. Jabari. The guy who called Isak like family and who said that he saw Isak's grandpa on the side of the road and offered him food and isn't making enough more for his wife.
Just keep going. Don't worry about it. Just keep going.
These guys have
Don't worry about it. Just keep going.
And that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King Deshret. Way they see it, King Deshret's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia.
I recognize the name because his name was so... What's up?
Throwing all of Sumeru into
chaos. I googled Jabari just to try to like remind myself what he looks like, right?
Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to
Why is one of these pictures? One of the pictures in the Google search is of one Jumin Han, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, you're amazing. You really know this place inside and out.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here.
Maybe it's the power of Pride Month that voices give you flavors. Pride Mouth, not Pride Month.
Is he there?
This happened half a year ago!
What happened?
Why is he
not having any idea what the hell y'all are talking about. Oh wait, you did the...
Exactly! Why is he there?
Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust.
Yeah.
Let it happen. Let it happen. Let it happen. Don't worry about it. Let it happen.
She just lied out her fucking... Just lied through her fucking teeth.
Let it happen.
I need to go around and ask some questions. But it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good. Then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebat with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the Mad Scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
And tricking Sino with this acting. I love her.
Sounds like a plan.
Sino, please don't take offense. I'm sure Dia just wants to help everyone solve their problem as quickly as possible. That's why she can be so straightforward at times.
I don't mind.
Ah, I see. Well, from the way you were staring out into the distance, I thought you might have been mulling over Dia's words.
No, I'm used to being treated that way. It's natural to fear strength. I take no objection to it.
Power of teleporting.
Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
No feet, Punisher. No feet.
I know what
you
about
mean.
Feet? I had the same question every time I
Watch out for the
this way
Digimon
when I was a kid.
ADR03 Pendulum Feet.
Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us. Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim.
So what you're saying is beat up the sages.
We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more.
So what you're saying is beat up the sages.
Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The Academia believes we're underserving.
If there's
OBS.
anything you find in Teyvat, it's a lot of, like... Wait, I had a word. Wait,
Hold on.
no. Oh, my
Save
brain
it for a
died
moment.
when I'm
OBS
speaking.
disconnected.
Since OBS disconnected, can I say something painfully cursed?
Not if you don't want it to be said on stream.
Painfully cursed and horny.
If you don't want it to be said on... Yeah, but I don't know how long it'll take to come back. Come back at any moment.
I'd rather give...
Hey, guess what? Just
I'd like to give
reconnected.
Mommy an explanation for something that she read earlier.
Lexus, we just reconnected. So whatever you're gonna say, don't say it.
How much do I hate myself right now?
You can say it out loud. I may or may not stop you, but we'll see what happens.
Hey, Ami, I want you... let me put a thought in your head for a second.
Now that we're back live.
Okay, so hear me out. I am convinced that Tenari has the prettiest toes.
Yeah, I believe it.
Sataria are 1 in a million. The
Thank
other
you.
children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate. Even though the academia knows very well that we're humans.
Oh, I was just gonna say name a more iconic duo than Teyvat and Fire! I already forgot my word.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so tired.
Teyvat and...
No,
You just woke up.
That's true. He did just woke up.
I've been so fucking out of it because my allergies have been like so bad. I've like conked out for like the good part of a week.
Yeah, the past week the sleep's been not great.
Yeah, I was going to say name a more iconic duo than Teyvat and unapologetic racism.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those...
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for.
We be vague. We
Our
talk
mission
quietly.
started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Vague, we be quiet. We go get a beer.
Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean, you don't see anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land?
More than you think.
Hello, hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Enger, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Oh, she's so good at this.
How thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days. So, you came here to help him out?
There's a lot of wink, wink, nudge, nudge going on in these words.
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
I always forget how much of Genshin is a lot of go here, go here, go here. Go back the way you just came.
Really?
I mean, it'd be like that.
exploration games be like that. That's why I love when they add characters that make it so much better. I like just writing up walls now.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me just change out entirely. There we go.
I will bring my note.
I completely forgot about this. Up the wall, up the wall.
It feels so great.
It's so nice. Because climbing walls can be so annoying. And also, she's adorable. You remind you of Matt Mercer? This guy? It's probably not, but...
Are we there yet?
Yep. This is the
Kazuha!
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
There's no reason you should have died!
Lex is off having her own adventures.
Why don't you take a guess? Go on.
Oh, cool. You're drinking Buddy Betrayed. Well, to be fair, we were kind of betraying him. So whatever.
You're like land.
Yeah, I just need the banner to get here sooner so I can give Kazuha the stuff I've been leveling just so I can try and do a little bit different in this fucking Abyss run, because Abyss right now sucks.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Alright, I should probably try to do a business
You
within
really
the
think
next
we didn't
couple
hear
days.
about what you said back in Aru Village?
For your own sanity,
Boys
just don't bother
I've
Forge
heard.
Walk.
You from the
I've
moment
heard.
you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar,
It's like, we're not going to
also
do
know
endgame
that
content
you've
because
teamed
we
up
don't
with
want
people from
to
the
give people
academia to look
anxiety
for the
and
missing
stress them out.
scholars.
And then they proceed to do this.
We're working with people from the academia. No, we're working with people who left the academia because the academia sucks.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Oh, that's right. We already knew that they were. You guys already knew this.
Paimon knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake!
That's right. That's why she said that that she can't fight, specifically to draw them out like this.
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
Oh, they are so dead.
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
This has turned into an interrogation.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk.
Oh man, there's 5 of you and only 2 of us. This is really unfair for you guys. You like double or triple the numbers. Well, let's make this a challenge.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Oh, hey, look, it's him.
And Engar, you're here too.
Very specifically, not someone Jabari, because we've already met him.
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known that traitors are what us followers of King Deshret despise the most.
I feel like most people don't like traders. That's kind of, you know, for good reason.
A fellow desert dweller would understand why King Deshret is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve.
I mean, the Dendro Archon did kind of save the life of her girlfriend, so, you know. What the fuck did Deshret do for her?
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
Did you not hear a word she just said? Are you not listening? Do you have like sand in your ear? I know that might be a problem here. Like, a little hydrogen peroxide maybe? It'll do wonders, trust me. Had a problem with wax my ear, with some of my ears my whole life.
Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Enough talking! Get him!
Oh. Is the interrogation over?
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Following order.
New punching bag.
Right, you're not a fighter.
Motion to compel.
But I can do this.
Wheel of life. Sacred name. Fortune. Invisible evidence. Incinerate.
And now I'm stuck with Kiara for a minute because I wanted to just show off her little cat box.
Fine. Cat box makes everything better.
And it does. It's just that she's incredibly low level. She's like level 20. She's not fit for this fight. It's a good thing I switched out.
At least he's easy to build, which I'm so happy for.
I just need to actually, you know, do that.
I'm happy at least like the last 3 characters I've been working on. It's just like, okay, I know what I need for them. They're easy to build. I just need HP. I don't need anything else.
Well, because I'm looking at like a new team in part because like I'm thinking of switching out. I'm always gonna mispronounce his name.
Don't be such
a brute. With Yellen. And I might swap out Lisa for Miko. Yai.
It depends on what you want.
It does depend, and I might also switch out Yanfei just because I don't, in part because I don't necessarily like her ultimate, her elemental burst.
She definitely needs because when you get her C4, she gets a shield with her ultimate.
Then that might do that. That would
so you can run
better.
her. So you can run her as a tank later.
It would definitely do much better, but I'm not at C4.
How could you?
Oh, by the way, we lied before. Sino's not the strongest. I am.
So,
tank
what do you
frame,
think
my
about
beloved.
your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only now.
Guys, I am being summoned. I may or may not come back later.
All right, we'll see. Well, we've only got about 20 minutes left, so we'll see you later. Thank you for joining us.
All right, have fun.
I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course, you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action.
Why would a mercenary not have real fighting skills? This is on you.
Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
Oh no, not figured. She knew that there was someone there.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
I love her. With one switch click.
So mad they did her so dirty.
Should be all of
How so?
Her kit.
So you've been planning this
Her skills and all that?
Yeah, they kind of fumbled about it. It's a very big, it's kind of a big thing.
That's unfortunate.
Where it's one of those things where it could be possible racism, but...
But instead of catching them right away, you let them report back.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
So those names you mentioned.
You mean the funny names she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit,
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed
Wait, then what about
butcher,
Jabari?
and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how King Deshret is a superior deity.
what about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Wait, so he's a too?
No, he isn't.
Oh, what?
I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on
She
my
doesn't need a name.
impressions.
She need to sell it. That's really all it is.
Okay,
That's
never
why I
mind.
said just let it happen.
I love her.
Wow, what a
That was pretty good. Okay.
Well, that's an expert
To be
mercenary
fair,
for ya.
Ducktail Bearded Crook is quite a name.
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora, and that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
Does that bother you?
I
What
don't
makes
think
you
you're
so
that
sure?
Just immediately shut her down. It's like, you currently are not making any money.
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate.
Steve, the some guy, no, that's a real crook. That's someone we actually need to watch out for. He's very dangerous. I hear he punches trees down with his bare hands. And then builds houses from them. Very blocky houses, but you know what? Houses they are.
I've begun to realize that the sages are behind
She
everything that's
reminds me that I
happened
actually
recently.
finally re-downloaded
Radicals'
Minecraft. I
blind
need to play it
belief
again
in
at
King
some point.
Deshret, making the Dendro
I've been playing a
Archon
little
out
bit
to
more
be an
recently because
enemy.
in the Discord we
It's
had
all
a
the
server going. In fact, I
Academia's
think there's a
trickery.
new. Yeah, I think we've started a
But I
new
gotta-
mod pack.
Yeah, I gotta go look at get some mod packs again.
In the Mushy Myth Discord. A new
Because all
mod
my
pack
stuff
started up
is
today.
all my stuff is on other things, so I gotta get some stuff on here.
But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dia.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village. This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by
Hello,
exploring
hello,
the
my
area?
beast. Welcome. How you doing?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
I will say, before you change the time, just interact with the door.
Interact with the door? Oh, this will be fun. Candace will definitely be touched. Yeah, because Wisp, I think, started up the server again with the new mod pack, which I'm interested to try out and hopefully actually be better at
You
than
heard the question. Now answer me. You heard the question.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that makes sense. Just beat the ever-loving shit out of him.
Candace is an expert at dealing with people like this. All we have to do is wait for her word.
Oh, buddy. When do I need to go to? 6 to 12? Hey, Dia, we just sat here staring at the wall for like 7, 10, 8 hours or so.
Right on time. We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Where did you hear that
Yep,
from?
I guess
mean,
you
it's
can
right,
put it
but
that way.
still.
It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
And your eyeshadow is on point.
Candace is very caring. Like, I don't think you did this past event, but
Probably
they
No.
ended up telling us that
Sino's here, and he's particularly
that
cute.
she has met Layla before, because at one point Layla had slept walk all the way to Aru Village.
From the academia?
Yes,
That's
from
really funny.
Sumeru City.
Yes.
And so Candace had found her and took her to take care of her.
That's really funny.
Help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Sure, yes.
Correct.
Come on in, everyone.
I mean, so here's the thing. Candace is a Hydro unit. I have a feeling she uses, well, water torture and also a lot of, like, just stomping in your face. Sino, however, he's got Electro. He's got some different techniques.
Come on, let's go inside.
That said, I'm not a fan of torture in general. However,
Candace, whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
the scrunched up eyebrows, the narrowed eyes, just that big anime mark on your forehead of the veins popping out.
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am. Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
We're just gonna go. She still has some aggression to get out. We're gonna go. We'll be back later. Enjoy the beatings.
Mercy! Please, have mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may all be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of King Deshret will only result in war. And war serves no one. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life.
And also preserve our lives. In general, war kind of gets rid of life.
A war would
kind
only
of a problem.
cause us to lose all that we
War
have.
never changes.
And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about King
Oh my
Deshret's
goodness, these guys aren't the masterminds? Who would have fucking thought? These geniuses?
Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in King Deshret's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
Who was this man? A fucking genie?
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing.
It's
He
always
told us
funny
to
looking at how
spread the word
fucking
about King
short
Deshret's
Sino is.
resurrection and talked
Hey
us
look, we
into
stand a
helping
short
him.
king who makes bad
In
puns.
return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process. I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh?
It's just funny because
One
there
what?
are literally like all of 3 people who like Sino's jokes.
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Well, I guess there'd be 4 people if you count himself.
It was all him.
4 people, including himself, like his jokes.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
The only sad part is that you only find out that 2 other people like his jokes through events. The other was actually the other one person you find out through actual story.
I'm not risking another beating to keep
Well, we haven't even seen him say any of his bad jokes yet.
That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face.
He's legitimately the only people who like his jokes, besides himself, are Nahida, Charlotte, and Albedo. They're the only 3 who like his jokes.
Nahida sort of makes sense. I don't know who Charlotte is. And Albedo is really
she's in the current event.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Thanks to her, we finally know what Fontaine visions look like.
Oh, that's good for you, because you're making that one character.
Yeah, as I needed that very much. The only thing that's going to hurt me is when we find out what weapon she is, because we do know she is a cryo character.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the Academia.
I mean, he knows about the instance, so I assume that it has to be someone from the Academia.
Some time ago, people from the Academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now.
It's almost
that
like
this
the
secretive
Academia
character
is full of
shares
snakes.
the same goal
It's
they
almost like
had.
what? Sorry, I barely heard you.
I said it's almost like the Academia is full of snakes.
Oh, absolutely. Happy Sucrose Sunday, Saturday edition. Thank you, Katria. Thank you, and hello, and welcome.
Which means it's highly likely that the Academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands.
In other words,
They were
everything
the
about
ones who
King
brought
Deshret
them
is
here to
a
begin
fake.
with. Now they're trying to take them back. We aren't gonna let that happen.
I mean, it seems like all the village keepers are already gone. We've already lost.
Again.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the Academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right. Isaka's still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
And we will be ready next week. Because we are at time and I need to get some dinner. Well, after we... Apparently this part of the quest. We have to actually... Never mind, we have to... After this, another cutscene.
Yeah, I feel like that.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Woo!
Why do people keep popping up out of nowhere? Say hello like a normal person.
Well, as
He just does that.
I am merely
know
sitting
he
here
does.
and reviewing what we have
It's not the first time and it won't be the last.
No.
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway? Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
I won't stop you.
Although the entire thing since Al Haytham's come out is that everybody just was like, yes, this man is absolutely autistic coded.
There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time.
And honestly, I believe it.
Clearly, I stayed
No,
in the
it sounds
village to
right.
investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yep, gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere. Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Al-Haytham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Well, he makes a good point. You've been very quiet and not here.
Yeah, you're all talk!
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Do you mind filling us in?
Really? Paimon doesn't believe
I
you.
believe you. You're just annoying.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts.
Okay, fair.
Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
You have to be so condescending about it?
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing?
From what I've seen, there are mixed feelings.
In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Candace said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether King Deshret or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes.
Oh, that's right. Her earlier.
You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the
That's right. I
mean,
noticed that when we were talking to
mad
her that
scholars.
she changed what she was calling them.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them...
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru Village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Clever.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
Turn around and she's standing right behind
I'll
us.
pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
Just tell you a bunch of your bad jokes. Maybe people will just de-stress. Or get more stressed. I'm not sure which. But there we go. Now is a good time for us to hit a stopping point.
Yep.
Thank you all so much for joining us today for some Horizon and some Genshin. We'll be back next week. But until then, as always, I have no idea what I'm doing on Tuesday. We'll hopefully return to Final Fantasy VII next week as well. But that is all for me for tonight.
Screaming over the trailer.
Yes, thank you, Monica. Thank you for mine. Thank you, everyone, for coming by. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the puns. Do I want to rate anyone? Am I tired? Probably want a good rate. No, I think we're just gonna go to sleep. Everyone get some rest. I'll see you all later. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your weekend. That's
Take
all
care
from
of
me.
yourselves and hydrate.
Yes, very important. Take care of yourselves and hydrate. We'll see you later. No raid tonight, Maya. I think we're all good and we're gonna get some rest. But we will see you later. So long, farewell, I love you all.